So today I'm going to talk about my Read 180 and my reading investigation experience. Maybe. The purpose of Read 180, it's an online intervention program designed to provide extra help in many different ways to struggling readers. The components of Read 180 are reading tools, strategies, and assessments. The individualized instructional software, this provides each student with customized reading instruction along with continuous assessment of the student's progress. This software has built-in supports that build background knowledge for reading passages, universal access provisions, and language translations. The data-driven small group instruction component provides detailed and immediate feedback to identify student needs and inform small group instruction. The direct instruction in small or whole groups component provides for explicit instruction and scaffolded practice through research-based routines. The independent reading component provides students with an independent reading library of high school interest and level paperbacks, as well as grade level audiobooks. After the students have read, quick writes are assigned to assess the students' understanding of what they read. The first activity that I did, I used Reading A to Z to do some group reading throughout the classroom. I went into my mom's classroom. She had the groups kind of separated into small groups based on their reading level, and then I found some different materials, or she had some different materials, books based on their reading levels, and if I were to do this in my own classroom, I would use Reading A to Z and get some materials throughout with that resource, and I would make sure that the stories throughout the groups were kind of similar. They would just be different based on the different reading levels. The second activity I kind of related to OT, and I pretended that I was working with a student who struggles with fine motor skills and has a goal of learning how to correctly hold a pencil. The student that I worked with didn't have this goal or doesn't need OT services, but I kind of did the same type of activity. We read a story, and then I had the student draw out the picture of what happened in the story, and if I were in the OT room or if I was working for a student who needed OT help, we could maybe use Play-Doh to build finger strength and work on synchronizing the hands and fingers with the eyes, and just maybe make some things that happened in the story. My experience, it went pretty well. The groups that I worked in were small groups, so I didn't have to do a whole lot of management. I only worked with a few students at a time, and they were very cooperative and did whatever I asked of them, and I kind of worked with my mom, and we picked out some books that I thought would be good in different books based on reading levels, and she kind of talked to me about the different reading levels in her classroom and how she finds books based on the reading levels and assesses the students. Read 180 versus Scoop Pad. I think these two materials are very similar in the way that they have strategies and are used to help a struggling reader. I liked how on Scoop Pad you could go and find different standards and create a map, or I think it was like a concept map it showed of exactly what you wanted to work on. You could pull out different standards or different ideas and kind of create exactly what you wanted to do with your students. And I also liked how it had different things from other teachers that they had previously posted that you could go and look at and get ideas from. It's hard to tell exactly what Read 180 is like because we couldn't actually get into it because you have to pay for it, but it seems like there are more components of Read 180, or it's more in depth than Scoop Pad is. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.